They sent back on their journey. Deep Down Rebel took a bump out the gates. Roy's Guardian also towards the back end with O'Brega in the early stages. J Rister, 5 off the left-hand side, is right there in the early stages. Sweet Habanero's on the extreme left-hand side. And Pearl Emblem now shoots out into the lead. Carmen in the slipstream, red cap and green sleeves. Lajatana, the yellow bandages, 1 off the outside. Russian Girl, Deep Down Rebel, Lily Grey, Chronological, Skyfires in the black silks. Sweet Habanero's now dropped 4-5 lengths off the tempo. Deep Down Rebel, Lunacy towards the outside. Hey Georgie Girl, Girl Gone Wild, bottled up. Then Caroline's Call. Pearl Emblem gets the shake-up at the 400-metre marker. Russian Girl now looks to move in. Lajatano towards their inside. Sweet Habanero. Deep Down Rebel on the stand side. Chronological. Russian Girl at the 200-metre marker moves in. Pearl Emblem's on the inside. Chronological. Lajatano's trying to close in late on. Deep Down Rebel the outside. Russian Girl going great guns though. And there's no stopping Russian Girl to win it. Lily Grey's running on well for second. Then it's anybody's guess. Lunacy or Lajatano for minor positions, and Deep Down Rebel. Number 11, Russian Girl, the daughter of Russian Sage. Now cast your mind back. Last time she was around about 14-1. She opened up R1.20 on the tote last time out, so a lot of money on her last time with some all-to-come bets. Today, Russian Girl, she comes forward to win. This is the daughter of Russian Sage from the Garth Puller stable, wins by 2. Lily Grey second. Closest to us on the post, maybe Lunacy gets up, then Lajatano. Chronological, Deep Down Rebel, Pearl Emblem, Skyfire, Sweet Habanero. You can see how dark it's getting on the winning post. There you can see the lights there on the winning post as it starts to get rather cold and it starts to set the sun and go down into night time. But Russian Girl, she's out and about in front, clear by a length and a half for the Hastings, Browns, McGregors, Rowleys and Dailies, and this will be kept up to the task. Towards the outside, Lily Grey is the grey. Lunacy staying on. Lajatano, number 11, Russian Girl. She powers home for the victory and she'll come home in race number 8. Of course, we got one race left, race number 9, and that's over 1,400 metres. We'll catch you then.
A good win here for this daughter of Russian Sage, notching up her second career win. And Garth Puller teaming up with Keegan DeMello. She had a tricky draw to overcome, but a super confident ride here by Keegan, and she's come through to win well. Well, Garth, you had a spot on today.
Look, I think she's been spot on a while. I must pay credit to Stewie. Stewie rode her last time on the poly. He said to me, Garth, that's not her work. He said, run her on the grass. She was much better on the grass. She had a bad draw, and Mark comes to stables quite often, and Mark said, let her run, because that run was just too disappointing. And we took our chances, let her use her action. Good ride from Keegan. He let her get out the pins, and once she got out the pins, he just let her do her thing. And she won like this, her first start for me. And she's just confirmed the work that she's been putting up. So we're very happy. Nice win here. And thank you to the guys, Ronnie Rowley, Trevor Brown, Mark Kazier, Stewie McGregor, and Mr. Hastings. Good luck to all of them. They've been patient, and I'm glad she's won her second race.
Well played, Garth. You got one on the board. And before you leave us, your take on this year's Vodacom Durban July. I was involved with you in a lot of panel discussions. The conglomerate.
All I can tell you is that if you saw a jockey ride a top world-class race, that was Pierce Straden. He knew there was going to be a bun fight. He committed himself early on from an outside draw. He got into a wonderful position, and the rest is history. Won a great race, and a little bit stiff for Mike Bass. He could have ended off his training career with a win in the July. But that's how racing goes. And I just want to thank Hollywood for their support and for the lovely evening we had the other night at Hollywood. Thank you.
Well done, Garth Puller. Let's get Keegan DeMello in, and Keegan, the floor is yours. I mean, she's come through well.
Yeah, the last time I sat on her when I won on her, and that day I thought she would go on from that and win a couple more, but obviously she's been looking for this again, and I'm just really grateful to Mr. Puller and obviously Mr. McGregor and all his owners for the support.
Having a look at her form, were you surprised she won in the manner that she did?
Not at all, Deez. When I won her maiden on her, I thought she was quite decent, and obviously she's disappointed a little bit, but obviously she's been looking for Maritzburg.
Well, you seem to get on exceptionally well with her. You know, you've now partnered her twice when she's found herself in the #1 box. So well done, Keegan.
Yes, thank you very much. I must say a big thank you to Mr. Puller again. I didn't get to ride much work, but when he puts me on, I really appreciate the sport.
Fantastic. You got one on the board. Well played.
Thank you very much, Dees.
Well done, Keegan. I mean, let's get Stuart and Mark in, the boys that have made it to the track today. Easy to back. I mean, Stu just telling me she drifted out like a barge, 40-1.
40-1 track and ball, very nice, yeah. But that last run was all wrong. She jumped out, she never held the bit at all. No excuses, night racing, first time maybe, I don't know. She won here, Keegan seems to get on well with her, and she won a nice race today.
She didn't have the worst of form out the maidens, you know, so not winning out of turn.
Well, that form beyond Izinga Moya, I think, was quite good. It stood up July Day, the race before. There's been 2 winners out that form line, so the form was pretty good.
Well, the numbers in the frame, you boys can have a bit of champagne and collect the cash as well.
Lovely, thanks very much.
Stu, last word from you. You just showed me your ticket, flash by. Stuart, I backed the winner. Well played.
Thanks to Track and Ball, giving me 40-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
that
you.
were generous odds.
$100.
Yeah, well, 100 Rand will pay for, you know, a few rounds with the boys later on.
Yeah, will do for sure. Thanks very much. Good draw. Bad draw, but coming from a bad draw to win like she did, hundreds.
I haven't spoken to you in a while, Stu. How's the horses doing?
Couple on the farm, but still coming out, you know.
Well, all the best to yourself and the rest of the partners.
Thanks, Steve.
Well done. Stuart McGregor. We got Mark here as well. And 11 Russian girl. Drifted out alarmingly, but she certainly come through well. 11, 6, 5, and 9. And we got one more to go at a very cold, dark Scottsville racecourse.